What's up, everybody? Eddie here. I wanted to tell you guys I've decided to write a book. I have decided to write a book. And then I realized nobody reads. At least the genre I'm going to, nobody reads. So I have been in the process of trying to buy a classic car for about a week now. And the idea is I want to have a good car for the channel to build on, not just my Civic, of course, but something classic. And I was going through what I want. Now, I've owned a lot of different vehicles. I'm fairly confident the number is 56. I think I'd have to go through and write them all down, but I'm pretty confident the number is 56. And I've had all kinds of vehicles, from bagged mini trucks to mega cab diesel trucks to, Honda Del Sols to Ford Fusions to BMWs, everything in between. The only car that I haven't, I guess the only brand manufacturer that I really haven't owned is VW. Sorry, Adam, my brother-in-law, he's a big VW guy. I haven't really, I guess, had a chance to have them. Anyways, over the past couple of days, I guess week you could say, I've been looking for a car. Now, what's funny about this whole situation is that I feel like I've been looking for a car for like 6 months, because when you've bought and sold as many cars as I do and you're kind of a car guy, people come to you for car advice, which I do like. That is kind of cool. They come to me for car advice. What I hate is when somebody comes to me for car advice or deal advice and they do exactly opposite of what I told them to. I'm like, you idiot. Like, if you want a good deal on a car, let me know the type of car that you're looking for, the area that you're in, and I will find you a good deal, okay? It may not be the color that you want. It may not be the exact everything perfect, but I will find you a good deal on a car, new or used. So, about a month ago, my friend Robert was looking for a Honda Civic, and he had 3 criteria. Not even just a Civic. It could have been an Integra, could have been a Civic. He wanted power steering, air conditioning, and a stick shift, right? How hard is that to find? And his amount of money that he could spend was about $3,000. He didn't care if the car was salvaged. He didn't really care about the paint. He just needed it to run good because he's going to daily it. So we start looking for cars, right? And the first car that we looked at a 2004 Acura RSX. It was clean title, and it had 140,000 miles on it. And from the pictures, when you look at pictures online, it's the 15-foot thing. Everything looks decent. You get there, you realize that it's a rattle can paint job. It's just not good. Every body panel doesn't really fit right. The interior of this thing was like destroyed, and the guy didn't speak good English. Now, I never recommend buying a car from somebody who doesn't speak the same language as you. And that's not anything bad. It's a simple fact of, if you can't communicate well with the person, how are you going to properly ask them questions about cars? And there's certain questions that you should ask about buying cars. All this guy kept doing was saying, the codes scan good, no codes, no codes. Well, obviously this thing needed a clutch. There was oil all over the top of the motor. Like, it just wasn't a good buy. So Robert and I drive across town and we go look at this Acura Integra. It was a 2000, and the guy had been going back and forth with Robert for a little bit regarding price, literally fighting over like $100, which is insane. But they finally agreed to meet. We go there. The car is in the garage of this house, right? We open the garage. The car looked good. It's white. It's lowered. It's on Rota slipstreams. And the guy comes out, and he's holding, this is no joke, he's holding a Dreyer's ice cream, like a half-gallon thing of Dreyer's ice cream, with a freaking soup ladle, and he's eating the ice cream with the soup ladle, and he's like, "What's up, guys?" And, okay, cool, whatever. Like, show me the car. I don't care who you are, what you look like, just show me the car. So he opens the garage, and there's this Integra sitting in there. And from the back, it looks great. I mean, we're probably 4 feet away from this thing, and it looks good. The guy starts it, and when he starts it, he just holds the accelerator down, and he's like, off the freaking rev limiter, not two-step, like revving it to like 7,000 RPMs, just bouncing it off the rev limiter. And he's going, "Run strong, It runs strong. Okay. Never buy a car that if someone shows you how strong the motor is by beating on it is a good idea. Because if they're showing you that when they sold it to you, imagine how they drove it, right? So this guy backs the car out of the garage, right? Backs the car out of the garage, pops the hood, opens the hood, grabs the throttle body and goes, look, runs great, and just opens the throttle body wide up and bounces it off the rev limiter again. And no joke, I was standing there watching this thing. I was expecting the motor just to explode. I was expecting a piston to come flying through something, a valve to hit. It was not good. It was a horrible thing. So we get looking at the motor of this car, and the interior is nice. It's got GSR leather seat upgrade. The car is looking good. The outside of the car is looking good. I'm just sketched about, one, the owner, and two, about the motor, because, you know, he's just beating the snot out of it. And we start looking around the motor, and there's like this caked, like, black stuff on the motor, and it's not oil, it's not fluid, it's not rust, it's like it's like gunk. And I start looking, and all the hoses have been replaced. The heater core hoses, the radiator hoses, they're all replaced with these blue aftermarket hoses, which, hey, that's cool, but like, what is this crap all over everything? And I look at the power steering reservoir, and it's like melted. Like, it's not round, it's like melted on one side. And we go, what's up with all this black stuff? And it's like crusty, it's thick. It's like you could put it in your hand and go like this and it would be dust. And the guy goes, okay, fool, I gotta be honest with you, there was a small engine fire. What? What do you mean there was a small engine fire? So evidently, this guy said that his fuel rail popped off, sprayed fuel all over the motor, and the motor lit on fire while he was driving. Which explains the fact he had to get all new radiator hoses, because everything freaking melted, right? My problem with this is, why during the entire conversation that you're having with this guy, did you not say, hey, the motor was on fire? Not one time. And my buddy Robert asks him, he goes, dude, don't you think you should have told me that the motor was on fire? Verbatim, this guy goes, hey, hoes gotta eat. Hoes gotta eat. I don't even know what that means. And I don't know if it's like, if you know what hoes gotta eat mean, I don't know. I physically don't know what that means. Hoes gotta eat. So yeah, it was a crazy thing. So my buddy, he ended up buying we did end up finding him a Civic. We found him an EK. It was a 99. It's a nice car. It is. It drives well. It's got low mileage. It is salvage title, but it drives good. And he ended up buying it from like an old guy. It was funny though, because it wasn't really the old guy. The old guy was like super Russian. He was like, hello, this is my Civic, and I love my Civic, and I do everything myself on it, and it's been a good car. But his like son posted it for him on Facebook, and his son was like uber douchebag, like, bruh, yeah, like the timing chain, and I was like, it's a belt, homie. Like, it was just funny. Anyways, these are some of my Craigslist things, and I have a great funny Craigslist story from last night as well that I gotta tell you guys, but I'm gonna say that for another video. Like and subscribe. Let me know what you think of these Craigslist videos or YouTube videos, because I like telling stories about when I go look at cars, because I ran into one last night. I drove 2.5 hours for this car, and it was insane because of what happened. So let me know what you think. If you want to see more of these. If not, it's cool. Let me know too. If you guys just want me to stick to reviews on my car and stuff like that. But I thought I'd share some funny stories, because I'm sure that we all have crazy car buying stories. Anyways, I'll talk to you guys later. Have a great week.